You may now be seated. We now have a special message from our superintendent, Mr. Robert Runcie.
You are about to join a very special group. You are about to become a graduate of Broward County Public Schools. Your past school year has been historic. Your schools closed and opened, and you learned wherever Wi-Fi was the strongest. You spent days behind masks through the coronavirus pandemic. You lived through racial and political turmoil that has divided communities, through a severe economic downturn and job losses and an acrimonious presidential election. But the class of 2021 adapted and persevered through all of this and more. You worked hard. You continued to learn and achieve. You succeeded. You will write the next chapter in the history books. Given what I know about you, I believe the chapter will be full of stories of courage, grace, and hope that will fuel a stronger humanity. There's a story I want to share with you that I hope will help you put life's challenges in perspective and inspire you to make the most of the gift of life that you have been given. A teacher passed out a writing exercise to her students. It consisted of only a black dot in the center of a piece of white paper. She asked the students to write a few sentences to describe what they saw. Once everyone was finished, she collected the pages and started reading the writings to the class. They all wrote about the black dot, its size, and its position on the page. Some even got creative and described it as a portal to the universe. Regardless, all the comments were about the black dot. What was interesting is that no one wrote about the white part of the paper, that which is the foundation for the whole. Think about it. If there was not an entire field of white space, that black dot would never even be seen. What's the message here? You have so much to celebrate in life if you see the whole picture. The dark spots are very small when compared to everything we have in our lives, but they are the ones that occupy and pollute our mind. Don't focus on the dark spots, the disappointments, the anxious thoughts, the bad news, the sensational headlines, the social media feeds. Because when you do, you are taking your foundational good for granted. So much so that you forget to notice the greater blessings in your life. Take your eyes off the dot-sized frustrations and focus on the bigger and brighter part of your life. As you graduate, think about what is important to you, what you care about, what you want to prioritize, and where you may be able to make the greatest impact after high school. Find your own path to be successful. Our life is a gift. We will always have reasons to celebrate. Nature renewing itself daily on the planet we call home, the friends and family around us, music and art that we enjoy, rainbows and sunsets, our teachers, and your high school graduation. Enjoy each one of your blessings and each moment that life gives you. Congratulations to our amazing class of 2021 graduates. I am proud of you. You've overcome challenges and you've succeeded in becoming a graduate. I will always remember you. I love you and pray that your life's journey will lead you to true joy and happiness. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shanteria Clemens, and I had the pleasure of being the student government president this year. Unfortunately, we didn't get to have the full senior experience due to COVID. Despite that, we can't forget the good times that we experienced through the duration of our time at Plantation High School. Whether it be our very first school offense like the freshman boot camp or one of our very last like the senior breakfast, we always made sure that we had a good time. Reflecting on our welcoming boot camp planned by the SGA, we got to see performances by the band, cheer, and dance teams as an introduction into our new school. Later, they told us about the many clubs we can join in common areas on campus. Shortly after this, we were put into a new environment to navigate as the school year went on. As our journey in high school went on, we got to have some of the best experiences of our lives at many events. Like in the in-school parade, where we grabbed students from their classrooms to head to the courtyard and had a mini halftime show for the whole school. Personally, as a cheerleader, I can't forget the football and basketball games. In addition to the battles for the male cups against South Plantation, which I'm proud to announce that we've been able to hold on to these last 4 years. Speaking of our most notorious rival, we can't forget the beef that we had with Piper over a cheer dance. That was a very special time. We also arguably can't forget the most best pep rally in our school's history that was hosted by 99 Jams. When it came to music and dances, we were always top tier, whether it was at homecomings or Music Fridays in the cafeteria. Our school knew how to have a good time. I had a lot of fun these last 4 years with you all, and I hope that everyone is successful in their future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2021. It was a pleasure serving you. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our distinguished principal, Ms. Perenez Bristol.
Welcome, graduates, parents, family members, friends, Plantation family and staff, students, and distinguished guests. This morning, we have the distinct honor of celebrating the graduating class of 2021. And I have the privilege of introducing our distinguished platform guests. Seated to my left, first row, Ms. Deborah Hickson, Broward County School Board, Countywide At-Large Member. Mr. Joris Jabuin, Chief Auditor, Broward County Schools. Priscilla Basile, Director of School Performance and Accountability. Seated to my left, second row, Ms. Donna DeMarco, your Guidance Director. Ms. Gabby Bailey, Guidance Counselor. Ms. Michelle Duraya, Guidance Counselor. And Ms. Marta Ira, Guidance Counselor. Seated to my right, first row, your senior class president, Isaac Martin. Ms. Shanteria Clemens, Student Government President. Ms. Latifa Williams, Class of 2021 Salutatorian. And Ms. Anaya Goodrum, Class of 2021 Valedictorian. Seated to my right, second row, your 12th grade assistant principal, Ms. Sylvia Rios. Ms. Nicola Gale, 11th grade assistant principal. Ms. Christy Ford, 10th grade assistant principal. And Mr. Horatio Major, 9th grade assistant principal. I would like to also recognize the City of Plantation Council members that have joined us here today, Mr. Fadgen, Ms. Denise Horland, and Nick Sortel from the City of Plantation. On behalf of Colonel family, I would like to thank you for your time and support in celebrating with us today and the day of our graduation parade, and for all that you do for us throughout the year. Graduates, life has a number of special, unforgettable moments, but a few of them will equal the excitement of today's passage. This morning, your families are remembering the first day of school and all your successes and challenges between then and now. They have supported you on this journey and join you here this morning not only to witness your graduation, but also to take part in this special passage in your life. Graduates, please join me in extending your deepest appreciation for your parents and members of your beloved family and friends that are here with you today. From day one, you have demonstrated through your actions and spirit how special a class you are. You're a class that is determined, a class that cares about others, and a class that is united. Academically, you have been awarded over $3.9 million in scholarships. Among you sit 110 honor grads, 5 Silver Knight nominees, and 1 Silver Knight honorable mention for English literature. PHS is home to 7 scholar athletes, 1 state track finalist, 1 district champion swimmer, 1 Division I football scholarship recipient, and home of a district champion football team. You have served your community with over 34,454 hours of community service, and 55 of you have earned the silver cord of at least 250 hours or more. As a class, you have left your mark on our school and in my heart. Although you have impacted me virtually for the past 2 years, I will never forget this class as we entered PHS together. Students, I ask each of you to remember how you feel right now at this moment. Cherish the memory of today, just as your parents still cherish the memory of sending you off to kindergarten. As you begin the next chapter of your lives, always remember this moment. I challenge you to set high goals and to work hard so that when you look back on this moment, you will see that this is only a beginning of a lifetime of great accomplishments. And remember when it rains to always look for the rainbow. You know you will always have a home at Plantation High School because once a colonel, always a colonel. At this time, I'd like to introduce once again Isaac Martin, your senior class president.
Good morning to our peers, Plantation High School staff, and parents. I am Isaac Martin, your student class president. I want to give a special thanks to my parents. Without their support, I wouldn't be where I am today. A special thanks to our high school staff for their constant support, even when it's a hunt in the halls for just a snack. And our principal for always rocking with her babies. First, I want to say thank you to our teachers. Your efforts go beyond what is expected, and your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. We appreciate them for all their efforts. To our staff, we thank you tremendously for allowing for an open and comfortable environment for us as students to be expressive and have the guidance we can cherish for years to come. To all our supportive parents, family, and friends who are here or are watching from home, thank you, because getting up every day at 7:40 a.m., sheesh. To my peers, I personally want to say thank you for your experience. It wasn't a Michael Jackson experience, but it was quite good. The pep rallies our freshman year, every Friday before our football team goes out and shows out. Then not having them for an entire year because, I don't know, but whatever the stuff was in the courtyard, it was decent. But junior year, when 99 Jams came out, we showed out. We showed our class had the utmost school spirit. Our SGA was a knockout version of 99 Jams, but it was fun times during lunch. There are so many experiences in the classroom and outside, but for the one for sure is right here, right now. After every storm is a calm, and this past year and a half was a storm for sure. But since the beginning, our class has exhibited special characteristics. We're fighters. We achieve. The energy we exhibit is unmatched. We are, what's that word? Immaculate. A class full of young ladies and gentlemen who don't just win, but dominate in all aspects. In the classroom, in clubs, school activities, after-school activities, and all that will transition into the next phase in life. We've made it to the end of this journey, and we set sail for a new adventure, whether it begins this summer, in the fall, or next spring. It was only 4 short years, but it was long. For sure. Pause. Closing out this chapter and embarking on a new one, remember to embrace the experiences. On my sign-off, remember this. Excuses are tools of incompetence, which create monuments of nothingness. So don't make excuses, make progress. Now, I introduce Mr. Major to come to the podium. Thank you.
With a GPA of 5.41, Latifah Williams has earned the status of salutatorian of the class of 2021, which included 9 advanced placement courses. Her list of positions and accomplishments include, but are not limited to, National Merit Commended Scholar, Mu Alpha Theta Vice President, Senior Class Vice President, AP Scholar with Distinction, 3-time DECA District Qualifier for her work in Human Resources Management, and also recognized as a DECA top test scorer in the state of Florida. She will be attending Yale University, majoring in molecular biophysics and biochemistry. It is my pleasure to introduce your salutatorian, Latifah Williams.
Good morning, class, teachers, parents, family, and friends. I would like to start off by thanking you all for coming today and supporting us in this momentous occasion. Before I begin to address my class, I would like to thank my parents for their tremendous support in helping me get to where I am today, a member of Yale University's class of 2025. I would also like to thank all my teachers, but specifically a few, you know who you are, for nurturing and entertaining my curious mind, providing a place to relax and feel comfortable during school, and always taking the time to check up on me, give me advice, and remind me that everything is going to be okay. And now back to the class of 2021. Well, we've made it, again. Now you're probably wondering what I mean by again. Remember when we looked forward to the end of elementary school and the beginning of middle school? The sensation of being a big kid. Or how about when we looked forward to the end of middle school and the beginning of high school? The freedom that came with being a high schooler. And now, in a couple of moments, the final buzzer on the shot clock will sound, and we will turn our tassels, marking the end of our journey in the Broward County school system. You see, as we grew older, we accomplished goals and then constructed new ones, and the cycle continued. You've probably heard this a million times, but let your experience in school show how life is a journey marked with goals. However, for the last 13 years, our major goals have been impacted by the adults in our lives. As the grown folk would say, now we are about to enter the so-called real world, even though a considerable amount of us have unfortunately got a glimpse of it. From here on out, we have the power to dictate our own goals on our own terms. Whether it be graduating from college in the next 4 years and moving on to medical school, starting your own business in hopes of being the next Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, continuing your nonprofit organization efforts, becoming a pilot in the world's greatest Air Force, advancing your music career, or just taking a break to establish how far you have come. This is the moment when our goals diverges. Angela Davis, the revolutionary activist, once said, "You have to act as if it were possible to radically transform the world, and you have to do it all the time." So take this opportunity for a new beginning and cherish it in hopes of changing some aspect of the world. Congratulations, class of 2021.
With a GPA of 5.46, Anaya Goodrum has earned status of valedictorian for the class of 2021, which included 6 AP courses with 2 dual enrollments. Her list of positions and accomplishments include, but are not limited to, DECA President, SGA Vice President, Cheerleader, Brace Cadet. She is a DECA District winner for her work in hospitality and tourism. She was also recognized as a DECA State of Florida Top 5 qualifier for her work in hospitality and tourism. She will be attending Cornell University, majoring in political science. It is my pleasure to introduce your valedictorian, Anaya Goodrum.
Good morning, parents, teachers, and the class of 2021. I want to begin my remarks by saying thank you to my mom for putting up with me this crazy year. I owe everything great I've accomplished to you. I also wanted to address the leaders here today. We learned from a very early on what a leader is. Our definition of leadership has been influenced by people who have had a significant impact on our lives. A common misconception is that personal attributes define what a leader is. We hear that leaders are domineering, alpha types, the one you notice first when you walk in the room. While this is true for some leaders, it isn't the absolute truth. The loudest person in the room isn't always the one who can make the most impact. Like my mom says, the emptiest wagons make the most noise. A leader doesn't have to always fall into a box of what a traditional leader is. A leader can be someone that simply goes against the grain or does something that no one else is doing. Staying well-rounded, remaining confident, and building resilience are 3 personal skills I've learned in becoming a leader in my own life. Someone who displays resilient leadership is able to view misfortunes as minor setbacks. Class of 2021 has had the most obvious hardship because of COVID-19. We are leaving Plantation High with a completely different experience of the world. This is an accomplishment in itself. Due to unforeseen circumstances, our class missed substantial parts of our high school experience. For more than a year, we've watched our professors and peers through screens. COVID-19 took a lot from us, but we are still able to sit here today. Even though we had to deal with this adversity, we still have a lot to be thankful for. Regardless of what you've had to overcome over the last 4 years, you have made it. The plethora of achievements of this class would not have been possible without the help and support and guidance of our parents, teachers, counselors, and coaches. Our success would be impossible without you all. Thank you for your patience and courtesy to our class. Whether it was extending deadlines or providing additional support, we appreciate you. I say to these mentors, our success is your success. Because you have given us the confidence to take risks, the knowledge to thrive, and the assurance that we can succeed, you've always been there for us, encouraging and caring. You believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. Now for the class of 2021. I challenge you to continue to become leaders in your own life and to create your own guide to becoming better leaders. Continue to be true to yourself and your values. After today, we officially become adults with the reins of our life in our own hands. As graduates, we will face many uncertainties in the future. However, uncertainty opens the door to opportunity. The price of uncertainty is that we open the door to opportunities that may affect how we see ourselves and how we are validated by others. Do not seek validation from your peers or the person you look up to most. Let your accomplishments be the validation and let them speak for themselves. Thank you all for coming to witness this very special day. Congratulations, happy graduation, and best of luck to the Plantation High School's class of 2021.
Deborah Hickson is the Broward Countywide School Board member. Deborah's career in education began in 1989 as a science teacher and swim coach at Blanche Ely High School. In 1994, she transferred to South Broward High School, where she continued to teach and serve as a swim and water polo coach for many years. Most recently, Deborah served as South Broward's Maritime Marine Science and Technology Magnet Coordinator. Passionate about Broward County Schools, its students, its teachers, and its staff, Deborah is dedicated to providing students with educational excellence that would allow them to not only advance, but also enhance their skills and ensure that every student is prepared for their path after they leave our school system. Ms. Deborah Hickson.
Thank you. Graduates, family members, and staff, it is an honor to be part of the Plantation High School graduation ceremony today as your countywide school board member. It is my pleasure to share in the excitement of today and the hope of tomorrow as those of you graduating close this chapter of your life's story. Parents, you are most likely wondering where the years have gone. It doesn't seem that long ago when your sons or daughters were starting kindergarten. Living through the years between kindergarten and graduation might have seemed like an eternity for some of you students and for some of you parents as well. But you made it through, and you are the graduating class of 2021. Yay! Would those of you that have committed to a military service please stand for a moment? Please join me in thanking these young men and women for their commitment to our country. Thank you for choosing to serve our country to protect our freedoms. You may take a seat. Class of 2021, you are graduating in a time of great challenges and uncertainty, but also a time when the opportunities created by our challenges are vast. Whether you choose to go to college or technical school, or head straight into the workforce, or choose to serve our country through military service, today begins a new chapter in your life's story. Find what you are passionate about and pursue that passion as you develop and shape your future careers. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Those opportunities become the building blocks of your future. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and be sure to learn from them. They will make you stronger and more determined to succeed. Take each new day as it comes and don't get stuck in the mud of despair when things don't go as you plan. When you find yourself amidst the chaos, rise above the noise and be true to yourself. Remember, you are each unique and have a special gift to offer, and you are the only one that has the power to make your own mark in this world. So, whatever direction you take, however you decide to share your special gift, I can't wait to see how you shine your light on this world. Plantation High School, Class of 2021, congratulations on a job well done. You not only survived, but you thrived through a global pandemic. You can do anything.
Mrs. Hickson, at this point, I am proud to certify that each member of Plantation High School, class of 2021, assembled before you, has successfully completed all the requirements issued by the School Board of Broward County and the state of Florida, and is entitled to receive their diploma or certificate he or she has earned.
Thank you, Principal Bristol. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, Florida, I certify that these students have met the requirements of the school board and the state of Florida for graduation from Plantation High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point in our program when we will recognize each member of the class of 2021 individually. And it is the graduation committee's respectful request that you remain silent as each graduate's name is called. Each senior deserves to have his or her name heard throughout this arena without any distractions. Thank you.
Anaya Goodrum. Latifa Williams. Shanteria Clemens. Thank you, Isaac Martin. That's what I need. Magda Absolu. You could tell me your name if you want to. Carlington Armstrong. Tamila Bailey. Tamia Bailey. David Betty. Malaya Brown. Dylan Bulkan. Daniel Cadigan. Say your name. Tashika Clark. Arian Collins. Daniel Cornelson. Emmanuel David. Janelle Douglas. Diana Dupalord. Alyssa Espejo. Stephanie Gardner. Sapphire Hall. Juan Herrera Batista. Madeline Hooley. Richard Iparagiri. Thank you. James Joseph. Yasmin Joseph. Wilbert Luma. Royhan Kerr. Abdullah Imran. Chase Martino. Georgiana Moyce. Jeffrey Martinez Jimenez. Maktar Ndiaye. Samara Mora. Jude Thomas. Jaden Pierre. Sweetheart. Veronica Perez. Hema Ramkarath. That's okay, I put that. Anne Tessier. Olivia Walls. Isaiah Palmer. Amanda Whittle. Derica Forrest. Derek Farrington. Kevon Sylvester. Edna Weatherspoon. Thank you. Luciana Padilla. Okay, are we on the A's now? Okay, come on. Go. Go, go. Call the name.
Malik Abels. Ainsley Agarat. Alan Alexander. Phoebe Alfred. Akelia Allen. Semi Anise. Malik Aramashadu. Risa Ashterman. Cheyenne Atkins. Besheline Augustine. Avila Gonzalez Corina. Avril Aviles Torres. Manuel Baiz. Daquan Bailey. Joelle Bailey. Ifolsa Baldwin. Nikhil Beauvoir. Dwayne Belizier. Kaden Chance. Kaviana Bennett.
Bailey, hold up one sec.
Okay. Casey Bellany. Deshaun Bennett. Brian Bienami. Charma Bienami. Jean Carlos Bierrio. Xavier Bolden. Imani Bradley. Kimani Brainbridge. Renaya Branch. Omar Abuhani.
Hold up right here. Okay, go.
Catherine Berseno. Nanielos Brino Dontel. Cameron Brown. Siobhan Brown. Jada Ann Brown. Jade Brown. Marcus Brown. Omar Brown. Kiwana Buran. Brianna Burgess. Michael Caballero. Renaya Cadet. Willie John Calix. Michaela Camacho. Courtney Campbell. Danae Cuffey. Alexia Campbell. Ralph Campbell III. Sebastian Carranza. Alexandra Carey. Deshaun Carter. Davin Costello. Daniela Castro. Kashana Caesar. Samoa Chateaubriand. Ruji Cherry. Kiana Chin. Virgilin Simeon. Jadanique Coley. Michael Claudette. Keith Cooper. Zaria Cooper. Roberto Cortez. Jermaine Days. Asia Dallas. Nadeja Darby. Devin Dawkins. Jose Del Castillo. Dave Desir. Kimberly Desvero. Denasia Dixon. Deontay Doman. Oh, Lord. Katia Duncan. Sebastian Duff. Cameron Duncan. Sarah Samantha Dunkley. Carissa Edwards. Shanique Edwards. Aaliyah Eugene. Danica Everest. Jaja Faison. Brianna Fagan. Nita Finney. Future Ferguson. Amos Francois. Farah Francois. Janaya Francois. Jason Frazier. Bilani Frias Mesa. Charlene Galliano. Dalen Garcia. Sean Garzone. Lori Gaspard. Leah Gaynor. Jacoby George. Catherine Goulburn. Lady Gonzalez Gordillo. Jashanti Gordon. Kelia Gordon. Jacob Gote. Ralston Green. Anthony Gregory. Janae Griffin. Vanessa Guthrie. Richard Hall. Mateus Hamagi. Jamisha Hamilton. Kareem Harrington. Shakiva Harris. Darian Harrison. David Harrison. Prince Damian Henderson. Naheem Hennis. Gabriel Hernandez. Renato Herran. Melanie Herrera. Jason Hibbert. Aaron Hill. Josiah Hickson. Josiah Hobson. Isis Ebony Holt. Andres Iragara. Carolina Iglesias. Larry Jean. Wabensky Jean. Wabensley Jean. Wilnika Jean. Stephen Jean Gillis. Dwennell Jean Lewis. Marley Jean Simon. Kaylin Jefferson. Anastasia Judy. Andrew Johnson. Janaya Johnson. Naika Joseph. Takira Joseph. Asia Keys. Ainoa Lasso Brand. Jomia Laurent. Brianna Lawson. Rexon Lawson.
Jemiah Lester. Tajay Lewis. Merlene Lindor. Kataya Little. Kayla Long. Xavier Longsworth. Abigail Lusant. Valeria Luna. Alyssa Barrage. Jonathan Malone. Carl Bama. Orient Manning. David Mantock. Simran Mirage. Justin Marius. Brianna Marmol. Say your name. Say your name. Sonia Morte Carreña. Daschina Morton. Dean Martin. Alicia Martin. Mario Lopez Cervantes. Can you say your first name? Carliare Martinez. Adrian Mathis. Victoria Mathis. Abraham Main. Sebastian Mayo. Alicia Masonette Valdez. Monica McCrae. You guys have to say your name. Daviana McFadden. Trey McLemont. Name? Deja McWhite. Wait. Angel Marlowe. Say your name. Jodeline Mezidou. Jornika Michelle. If I don't have a card, I can't say your name. What's your name, sweetie? Malik Michelle. Jamiria Miller. Emir Millet. Boyez Manjura. That's okay. Can we put that on top of it? What's your name? Deandra Morgan. Name? Shalon Moses. Name? Jorge Murcia. Thank you. Deshanti Navarrete. Can you guys say your name? Gianna Neal. Thank you. Soraya Nelson. Jocelyn Nieves Martinez. Michaela Noisley. Tiana Northcutt. Kelly Osorio. Nakira Ati. Charles Ottenot. Nakidria Page. Armani Palmer. Cameron Palmer. Thank you. Gabriel Paris. Narissa Pariag. Jelani Parisian. Jeffana Parks. What's your name? Pedro Parra. Hatch Paul. No card? Alicia Pierce. Felicia Pierce. No card. Malik Peck. Christopher Perez. How do you say name? Kyle Phillips. Brian Pierre. Gina Pierre. Joshua Pierre. Sebastian Pierre. Andrea Pania. You got to say your name. Claire Poling. Thank you. Shakira Pendergrass. Everson Prince. Alexander Quintero. Ariana Srangal Aponte. Daniel Radigan. Danisha Reed. Branisha Reynolds. Kadero Riggins. Olivia Riley. How do you say it? Are you going to tell me? Jefferson Rodriguez Ramos. Christerline Rousseau. Tobias Rowe. Derek Earl St. Hilaire. Xavier Sampson. Cree Samuels. Anastasia Sanchez. Dion Scott. Dashante Scott Richards. Yasmin Sears. Asia Seraphin. Kristen Severin. Christian Sim. Taderica Simmons. Christopher Simmons. Lakelius Simon. Kavon Simpson. Sedquan Smith. Farah Smith. Javon Smith. Needs a card. You have a card? LaKayla Smith. Samaya Smith. Tanya Smith. Yasmin Smith. Antonio Sola. Louis Sorensen. Sydney Spencer. Kamashan Taylor. Lonzo Taylor. Samaya Taylor. Sanaya Taylor. One sec. Jasmine Taylor Johnson. Sir. Elijah Thomas. Kamel Thomas. Natalie Thompson. Kalia Toussaint. Tamaya Turner. Kimani Tyson. Marco Uraga. Erlene Valbrun. Jacob Valentine. Victoria Vera. Henry Vernon. Whitley Victor. Ashley Villanueva. Cynthia Velmane. Jasmine Wade. Antonio Walker. Nicholas Walker Jr. Nice and easy. Carla Watts. Miles Weatherspoon. Jakelia Whipple. Weil or White? Jasmine White. Jaden White. Sharika White. Terrence Wiggins. Aaron Williams. Ajani Williams. Javar Williams. One sec. Alexia Wilson. Wait, one sec. John Wood. Go ahead. Okay, one sec. Brianna Wright. Tydell Allen. Is that right? Jacques Benjamin. Tashane Bird. Franley Mazard. Kashir Saha. How do you say your name? Francesca Analuz. Go ahead. Nika Analuz. Andrell Palmer. Levinsky Julian. Jawan Calixte. Travis Henry. Valerie Rodriguez. Jordan Jones Charlton. Rondon Barnes. Is that the last one? That's the last one? What is it? Lewin Slovensky? And Lorensky welcome. Yes. Yeah, go get ready for the diplomas. Are they doing the video?
At this time, everyone except the graduates to be seated, as now time to make everything official. Signifying that we have graduated from Plantation High School, class of 2021. The moment you have been waiting for here, please turn your tassels from right to left. This signifies the transition of one ending to a new beginning. Thank you to everyone being a part of our ceremony. Congratulations, class of 2021. This now concludes our graduation ceremony. Ooh.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you for attending today's graduation. As a courtesy to the next graduation, please wait outside gate 1 near the fan zone for your graduate parents. Graduates will exit on the east side of the stadium and will meet you outside of gate 1 near the fan zone. Please understand that we have another graduation coming in next and respectfully ask you to exit the property in a timely manner. Plantation High School graduates, I love you. Congratulations!